Hello you fine people, Viper here and welcome to the channel. Now in today's video we are going to be doing level 6 or mission 6, whatever you want to call it, of the very excellent Dungeon Keeper by Bullfrog. Now I know in the past videos I did say that I was going to be getting rid of the activate window sign in the bottom right corner. I did. I went and purchased a product code, I put it into Windows to activate my Windows and it didn't work. So I am currently awaiting either the actual code that works or my money back. So I'm afraid we are going to have to make do with the activate windows down in the bottom corner, but I'll probably redo these series of videos later on once I actually do get that sorted, because there's a bit of an eyesore in it. To be honest, let's be fair, it is a bit of an eyesore, and to be honest it's quite annoying actually, because you pay the money, you expect to get a product and then you don't get the product, and now I've got to mess about to get my money back. But yeah, it wasn't that difficult for them to take me money, eh? Lord of the land, eh? That's what we are in this anyway. So here we are, let's jump into the next mission then and get on with the video. Now like I said, I'm really sorry about the activate windows in the corner. I did try and sort it out, but yeah, absolute joke. So here we are, straight into the mission. Map straight away. Now I know straight away from this level in the past there's a torch chamber right here with witches in, not witches, mistresses. So straight away we are going to mine out. Same old story, mine out, not that one. Straight away. We'll mine out. Oh yeah, first things first, we'll save. So the reason why I save every time I come onto a mission is because, two reasons. One is, I dig out all the gold straight away. If I was to happen to break into an area, then I would probably reload it. And another one is, if you transport creatures from one zone to from one level to another, you will find that once you get, like say if I came out of it, for example, say if I came out of it, right, and I didn't load back up my save, then when I come back into the level I won't have my creature that I transported over. So it's always advisable to save it straight away, and then you're able to, excuse me, a bit of gas, and then you're able to just reload it back up quickly. And as you can see, I'm just going to let them dig this out for a minute. The purples are moving quite quick on this one, as you can see. That might probably be because of the simple fact that I rushed them last time. So straight away we're going to get onto the ball on this now. So flee for creatures straight away. Now let's see, we're digging off here. So this is a fair size, this room. So while we're here, what we'll do is we shall put in here a hatchery. We'll make it four down here, and then that's that. No, actually, in fact, we'll make it 2, and then we'll put in another one here. As long as it's got 3, you're alright. And then we'll have that as the hatchery. And I'm going to build a training room right here. So we'll make the training room quite a fair size, because we are probably going to be hit the ground running a bit with getting our monsters training. So as long as we've got monsters training, we know we're going to be alright when we do eventually get into said fights. So a quick look at the map, make sure everything's going okie dokie. Everything does look like it's going okie dokie, so what I'm going to do here is quickly dig this out as well. Why not, eh? May as well. Let's just bite the bullet and dig it all out and see what happens. Now, as always, pestering me for a treasure room, so we'll make a little treasure room here in a bit. Just a little one. And in the meantime, I will pick all this up, so then we're not going to mess about. Our creatures will start coming in now, because I've told them to go and dig out the port. Alright, made them to go and do the portal? Yeah, we have, yeah. So they are going to do the portal. They have done the portal, sorry. So monsters will start, minions will start coming soon. So let's quickly pick up this gold. Doesn't matter where we put it, because 8 turns into 1 and so forth and so on. So quickly pick them up. By the time we've done this, our imps should have finished mining out that gold over there. There's the entrance just cleaned right now, so that's handy. So now we're not going to have to wait for the imps to come and pick up all this gold, because I've already mined it all out. anywhere here, which is even better news. So I'm just going to assist them a little bit because we've got to turn this into the library as well as the library, as well as the little bit of a treasure room that I'm going to be building. It's not going to be that much of a big treasure room because like treasure's always going to continually go down, and you want to get half price for whatever you build. No, so if I was to put down a treasure room, it would cost 50. Sell it, it's 25. That might change actually. I'll check that out once we've done. I'll build one just to delete one actually. I'll do that in a bit. When we get round to it. Now we've got to fly. I'm not really bothered about that creature getting angry because I am going to be throwing that one away as soon as I've got everything set up and that. Now we've got quite a fair bit of room here, so there's going to be a library which I'm going to do 4 across. Right, okay, yeah, that's enough. And then I'm going to do a treasure room. So we'll mine that out. Now really, because these monsters down here have already started cleaning, I'm going to quickly push against it now. So the imps are going to want to go and do the creatures. So yeah, it's not advisable. See that there? There's 3 imps doing the same wall. See that? 1, 2, and 3. We don't want that. So I'm just going to leave that for now, but when you're playing it, you don't want to have that. You want to have it so like they're always building up other stuff. So I'm going to do... Let's start building them. Let's start getting stuff down. We'll stick a little treasure room down here just here. Let me just sell one of these to see if it is half price. Yeah, it is half price. So the imps are going to come and want to put everything on this. So I'm not going to allow that. We're just going to put enough gold of a treasure room down so that the imps are not running back and two all the time collecting treasure and stuff, and pick that up, put that down. Now see there, they are going to go and pick this up because of how there's room actually at the treasure spots. So as long as they're not, as soon as they get to big piles like that, that's when we want to stop it. So now, because there's an overpile, the creatures will go back, the minions will start going back to building your wall. So we'll just give it a minute or two. Let's just let them build the walls. And now that they are like getting there, I am going to start building stuff now. So let's go. Put down a lair. Probably hear me clicking. So we've got a nice big layer. We'll make that bigger later when we need to. Hatcher, feed your creatures. Like so. And then straight away I'm going training room. Now we ideally want demon spawn to come straight away. And the warlocks are good as well. But we're going to try and push up a bit quicker and get down to the gold in the middle because we want to get there before the other player does. Because if the other player goes to that before us, then we're not going to be in that good a situation because we need the gold for one. Beetles and flies can go goodbye. So demon spawn is most likely going to come, but I'm going to have to build library so that we can start getting our research. And I'm going to quickly pick up that gold so the imps aren't doing it. We get another beetle, so straight away I'm going to put down the library now. Now I know it's quite a far way away from where we are doing stuff, but it doesn't really matter to be honest. I like to keep the training room, the hatchery and the lair close together so that the creatures can go and train, get food when they're hungry, and then go and rest when they're obviously tired. Make sure that's 8, yeah, there's 8 there, 8 bookcases, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That should give us 8 warlocks. Check our monsters now, we've still got 2 beetles, which is absolutely dismal. Say 15 to 2, which is terrible. So now we should start getting warlocks though, because we haven't got any warlocks. So there's our first demon spawn. Good thing to tea. Absolutely beautiful. Straight away we're going to start training him. And straight away I'm going to drop these 2 beetles back down. And now, as always, it's just a waiting game. Now the monsters are going to see they've dug out their gold totally nearly up. So the question is, should we push? But we need the bridge first. So till we get the warlock to come and to start going and training and get the bridge, we are pretty much out of luck. So I think we might have to have the beetles on this level because they are not going to stop giving them us. So I guess on this one we're going to have to deal with the beetles. Now we are at a bit of a disadvantage at the minute because we do need the warlock, because without the warlock, like I said, we can't get the bridge. And if we can't get the bridge, then we can't like go down and claim the bit of land that we need to get into to get for the other gold. So this is our priority. We need to get to this ASAP. So I'm going to just dig it out. So this is all water. So I'm not actually going to join it up just yet because there we go, there's the warlock. So straight away I'm going to pick him up straight to the library. That library there. And now we've got him researching. So as soon as this gets over here, we'll be able to hopefully go over to the gold, mine that out before the other creatures are able to get there. Light my cigarette. Now, as we've done all the walls now, by the looks of it, yeah, so now we've done all the walls and we are pretty much safe within our area. Are they gems? No. So, as soon as they get to level 4, I'm pushing out and I'm going to go straight down here. As soon as them creatures get to level 4. So we've got another wall up there, which is good. We'll pick him up. Plop him right down here. And then we'll be able to double the speed of what we are researching compared to the one guy. So, it's not looking bad here. We are pushing out. Oh, we got a spell first, which is Sight of Evil. Sight of Evil spell is a spell that when you press it in, it costs 6 then, you see a little bit, and if you hold it in, you'll see an even bigger bit. Now, let's just go straight over it to our lair. And because we're having problems with these warlocks wandering off, we'll just let them build their lair for now. Spiders as well, oh, pretty dismal that. So we'll stick down the rest of the layer here that we have. So it is of a fair size. The hatcher is doing quite alright. And we have a spider. No, I'll tell you what I will tell you about spiders, actually, not a spider. If we have a spider and a fly, they will fight each other. So I always recommend you get rid of your fly, unless you want to go like in the fly, like where you possess a creature and then you fly around with it to unlock all the map, like doing that, then yeah, I can understand why you do that. But as you can see, we've got 4 warlocks. So let's plunk them in there. And hopefully the next room we get should be the bridge. So yeah, just see I'm constantly looking to make sure they're not pushing out. And the majority of their creatures are level 1. They've got level 2 beetle there, level 1, level 2 spider, another level 2 beetles. So they've got beetles and spiders majority. So there's the warlocks and they're level 1. If we can get our warlocks to level 4, then we should be able to like pretty much win the whole map. So there's our bridge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push up here. So let's just wait a second. And we shall just get a little bit of experience on our creatures, because we don't want to go up too soon, because more than likely they probably have flies. So level 3 on our demon spawns and our warlocks are all there. So what I'm going to do now, and then guard post. So should I do guard post? That's the question. So no, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stick some warlocks in there. I'm going to start training them. No, what? In actual fact, we're going to stick all the warlocks in here and start training them. And again, look on the map to make sure that the purples haven't pushed up. Now, our gold is still massively overfilled. Like, as you can even say, we need a bigger treasure road. I'm not going to build another bigger treasure road, obviously, because bigger treasure room means more gold to put down. But then the imps are always moving the gold back into it, as where if it's full. Let me just speed these along here. Put them down there. Let us quickly put them on their houses. And as you can see, them 4 are going straight back to the library, but I'm going to stop that straight away. I'm going to pick all 6 of them up, and then we should put them all straight back down in the training room. All we ideally want is we want ideally level 3 and 4s. So we look overview. See, we've got a level 4 there now, which means that they are going to start leveling up. So I am now going to go and push out. So let's go for it. Let's dig down here. Now we are. Now I will quickly stick a save down actually. And just in case there's a baddie there, we'll start claiming the footpath as well. Now as soon as we've done this, our imps are obviously going to want to come and secure this wall all the way down, so we are here now. Let's get the bridge. And we shall pick up the imps just to see all this fog of war sort of stuff. And ideal, it's gone to there. Now, excuse me. Now we will get 2 mistresses. Once we actually claim the torture chambers. But, most importantly, what we do have is, we have all this gold now, so let me just dig this out. I will stick down just another 2 so that we've got just a few more here. And there we go. Now we've got the mistresses. Now the mistresses are pretty powerful creatures, so straight away I'm going to stick these ladies into our training room. Now we have got warlocks doing stuff in the library, but we're alright with that for now because we've done what we wanted to. We've got this here. Now we are starting to get attacked. Now this is okay. Because what's the best thing for a flag? A spider. Let's put them down there and see what happens here then, eh boys? So it's flying up there. It's killing our imps, which is very nice of him. They're gonna be there all day, so let's just stick them down as well. So our demon spawn will automatically go back to the treasure room, the training room, and start training. But before that does happen, we need to do stick down is a treasury room here, so that we've got a place for the imps to put down the gold instead of having to run all the way back to the other treasury room, which is miles away. And now we're going to dig all this out. Now I could imprison creatures once I built a prison, and then drop them into the torture chamber, this place here, into one of these pots. So I have to drop it on top of it, and it will start being tortured. Now the thing with that is, if you do want to capture the creatures and imprison them, that means that when you fight them, they'll go unconscious. Now, it's up to you if you want to do that. I'm not going to do that on my playthrough. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to kill them because I never really use that. It's only on later on, there's a mission later on that we'll do where you actually really have to like capture them and then like do that, and then it, like they change to your side. It's when you get to tentacles. So we'll just leave that for now. We did lose a couple of these little guys, so let's just build another 2 because we don't want to run out of gold altogether. These will happily be digging this out now. So now we're pretty much in a stable situation. What's going to happen is they'll probably run out of gold before we run out of gold, more than likely, and they can't go and get no more gold, so they can't train their creatures anymore, so they'll get to a certain level where they can't progress any further. And we'll be at that level where we don't need to worry because we've got all this gold here. So they're at 3s and 4s, which too bad. Let's say it's not too bad. Let's give them that. But as you can see, we got quite a few there. We got quite a few 3s on the warlock and a 4 there. Nice. Another 3 there on the warlock. 4 on the mistresses. And then we got 5 demon spawn, 3 demon spawn. Another warlock coming out, which is good as well. Now let's change that, because when I originally played this game, it used to be you only got a warlock for each bookcase. And as you can see, there's 8, and now we've got 10. So that has changed within the game since when I first played it. And I think we've got some witches, mistresses as well, because I'm sure we only had 3, so that's even better. And now, if we check our creatures, we've got 30 and they've got 25. So let's go and be a little adventurous then, eh? So we've got this here. What we want to do is we want to make it bigger so that we can get all our creatures in, start mining them all, start training them all. So also what I will do is I will do a feed off bit here to come through this. So if I do get a workshop, I don't think I will, that's going to be probably later on. We shall put a door, and then they'll have to come up through this way, so they'll come into our training room. And if anybody's coming to our training room, well, that's a shame for them, innit? So as you can see, we've got quite a fair few creatures in here now. Are doing nicely there, and the green bar's almost full, so we do need to make this bigger if I'm to pick up all of my creatures and put them in here, start getting them up levels. But we're not actually going to do that. We are going to do the rest of this gold. See, now there's loads of gold, they're actually struggling at places to put it, but I'm just going to leave it, because what's worse than having about them? What's the worst thing about them doing it? Nothing really. They're just going to keep doing it, and then when they do have room to put gold down, they'll put gold down. So we have got creatures researching. See, now we've got the prison. So if we were to put down the prison and then capture the creatures, then yeah, we probably could, but it takes longer to do that. It's totally up to you. Like, I'm not saying don't do that, but it's like totally up to you if you want to do that. It's not something that I genuinely tend to do unless it's a mission where I know I'm going to struggle for creatures, so I can like capture them. And to capture them, obviously they'll go there and they'll have 1 health, and you put them in there and then they'll die. But instead of letting them die in there, you can just heal them. And if you heal them, then they've got full health, and then they're continually getting tortured. And then when you're continually getting tortured, after a while they're like, oh no, sack this, I'll join your side. And then they join your side, but I'll show you that later on when I do have to do that. For this mission now, we don't really need to do that. So straight to the training room, and I'm going to pick up everything. So let's just grab everything. Spiders. Mistress. So we've got a couple of level 5 mistresses, which is really strong because they do like a lightning bolt. And then I'm going to click on here because that other warlock is most likely going to be in the library, and I'm not going to be able to pick him up. So I'll put all them down there. That's everyone done. They'll all be training. And as you can see, our wage has gone up from what it was at the beginning. That's because every time they go up in level, obviously the wage goes up as well. So as long as you see that keep going up, you're like, yeah, that's another creature leveled up. That's another creature leveled up. So in the minute, we're doing alright. We are doing alright. So zoom out so we can see more of the map. We're going to map up and we're looking at the creatures that we're doing. So I am now going to start thinking about pushing up, because they've got 3s, 4s, 1s and 2s. Yeah, I'm going to start pushing up now. Let's get this done. So here we are. Stick down this bridge. See where it takes us, eh? We ideally want it so that... Let's put him down. We'll grab a couple of these guys. Really, I'm going to put the beal down first and then pick these back up. So this is ideal. We've come actually to a bit of wall. So instead of mining everything, instead of building a bridge all the way, I'm just going to mine it. Stay down 3 imps and just keep mining out. And eventually we shall come to a break in their wall, because we saw a fly before, so they're definitely out. There's definitely a way in. But we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. Let's put down... Let's actually claim this land before we do get into their base. See, there's their base, so that's a bridge. So, nice, we can get right in here, and that's what we're going to do. Now, do we have the call to arms spell? We do have the call to arms spell. So as soon as I put this call to arms spell down, it's going to cost money. But our monsters will all rally to the flag. So that's quite a good thing. So let's get the bridge. We'll just bridge this little bit here, just to be cheeky. And let's see if we can stick an imp there. And then when we get spotted, I'm going to do call to arms right there. And as you can see, we lost the imp, but they're about to have a bad day. Stay down our strongest creatures first, because if we sit down the weakest ones, they'll all die, and we don't want that. So let's get these down as well. There's quite a war going on there now, so can't see them winning this, can you? No, they're getting absolutely levered. 8. Now they put down their flag. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down my flag right there. I'm just going to stick them down there because we want the imps to push in and claim this land. Because what we want to try and find is their dungeon heart, and then we can win. So for the moment, our creatures are going to stay there, which is good. There's their dungeon heart. So call to arms right there. Our creatures should push up, and they should hopefully. I'll see, only a couple are going. So let's just keep pressing down. We have got one there. Let's check this out. So what is it? It's probably a demon spawn on the warlocks on the way, I imagine. Yeah, that's what's happening. And the mistress as well. Right, so now the game is pretty much done. We just do this dungeon heart, and then it's just another mission done. So the reason why we won this one so quickly was because of the fact that we rushed it. So long as we cut them off on this goal bit here, and we got these mistresses from here, we couldn't really lose them because they'd mined out their gold and they didn't have enough to sustain their effort, their war effort, like. And now we've defeated the enemy creature. So, as always, let me just wait for it to say it. There we go, we've conquered this round. Now, to cancel this, you right click on it. Or do you? What do you do? Well, you used to just right click on it. But I guess not now. Double click, that's what you do. You double left click on it now. It used to be right click, now you just double click, left click on it. Now as you can see, the land is ours. But as always, make sure you stick down a save before you do go to the next level, because if you come out of the game after this and then go to continue, it will probably not let you load up the game again from where you are like last time. Like in the other video, where it lied to do level 3 first, because it sometimes messes up. So, write down our high score. And we are now on to the next mission. Well then guys, I'm going to leave the video there. I will do the next mission, and I shall post that video as well. It will probably be, if not a couple of hours after this video, it will be tomorrow morning. It depends how much of the stuff I have to do on it. And as always, a quick word from our sponsor, the like button. So go down there, give the little guy a slap and let me know that you like the content. And as always, I appreciate you all for coming and watching the video and engaging with me. And I shall see you all in the next video. This is